Friends, I'm here to give you a quick look today at a newish style from Rene of Paris that is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. I've already worn her a couple of times. I just realized I never did a full review. So we're gonna do a full review. This is off the cuff. I didn't plan to make this video, but I was gonna wear her again and I thought, darn it, I've gotta get a review out before I wear her too much. And then she doesn't look like she would look when you get her, and I don't want that. So today we're gonna talk about Rene of Paris BRANN. I have her in the color Milky Opal Rooted. This is part of their most recent launch that I personally think is the best launch that Rene of Paris has ever had. This is an incredible cap, and it's fairly affordable, especially compared to the prices of all the other wigs coming out these days. So if you wanna know more about this cutie, stick around. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of 𝖺EERki𝗂𝗋𝗂ዄ to bring you this review of BRANN and Rene of Paris. I'm very grateful to Rene of Paris. Together, 𝗏Ɂ and Rene of Paris worked together to get me the pieces from this recent launch, and I could not have been more thrilled. And BRANN and Lauren are the two that have really stuck out for me on this launch because they're so incredible. I've already reviewed 3 of the 4 wigs that came out. BRANN, Lauren, a longer one that's escaping me that I had in 2 colors, and a straight bob Isla that I have not reviewed yet. So if you would like to see the other pieces in this launch, I will link those other 2 videos below because those ones have already come out and you can go check them out. And again, these are a bit more affordable than a lot of the wigs that have come out recently, but the caps are incredible. I'm just so pleased with what Rene of Paris is doing. And to me, these are some of the best wigs they've put out. So that's saying something. If you'd like to check out 𝗏𝖺, you should. They are an online retailer that also has some in-person wig shops. They carry all the major name brands. They really support me a ton, which then helps me support you. So I'm really grateful for that. I will put this wig in the description, a link to it, as well as a coupon code that will save you money. Definitely check them out. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, this is not going to be for everybody because she's very messy in the back. This is not a polished style. It's a messy style. I think you can play up how messy she is, really, and you can make this more messy by using some styling cream. I personally love Jon Renau Piece Out Cream for piecing out a wig, especially a shorter style, making it really messy. But it doesn't have to be super messy. I don't think you're ever gonna get it, totally polished, but I think if you use a brush on it, and this brush is my absolute favorite for wigs. I will link it below. I got it on Amazon. What I love about it is it doesn't have any boar's head bristles, which can create a lot of friction on these heat-friendly synthetic fibers, and it really does help to smooth out wigs. So I love this brush. I do think you can smooth it out. This is heat friendly, so you can take heat to it if you would like to smooth it out even more. You can add more curl to it if you would like. I just think this is such a great style for summer, running around in the summer, hot days. It's a low density piece with well, I shouldn't say no Permatease. There's a little bit of Permatease in here toward the back, but there's no Permatease up here. There's no Permatease up here. So when you're looking at it from straight on, this is not poofy. I can feel a little bit of the Permatease back here. That's going to help maintain the style because it is layered, and I do think the Permatease does help lift the layers a little bit, but it isn't the type of Permatease that's going to overwhelm you because you can't see it from the front, and it's not enough to make this a hot wig. Permatease can act like insulation, and so you're already wearing something on your head, then you want to add Permatease and make some more insulation, and that can be challenging. So I don't think that is going to be an issue. The lace front on these latest releases are incredible. Undetectable. They're so good. Rene of Paris has not always made my favorite lace fronts. Often they've left a lot to be desired for my personal preference. Every one of these wigs in this launch have incredible lace fronts. They did such a good job. It's just so wonderful, so realistic looking. Inside the cap, so this is not quite a full mono top, but it's full enough that I think you can part it generally wherever you want, except for a very, very deep side part. This is slightly narrower than a true full mono top, but not a lot. And so I think it's going to work for most people. And I think that's one way that kept the price down a little bit. We do have extended lace. So you've got all that parting space, soft ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, open wefted. I do need to cinch this in. Normally I wear it with a wig grip, and that is fine. It stays fine on my head with a wig grip, but this cap does run really true to average, even potentially on the, you know, larger side of average. So not average large, but slightly larger than average, like true average. I do get a lot of extra cap up here. I do have to cinch it in. I can cinch it in all the way, and it still feels great. Like I said, I wear it with a wig grip. That's usually all I need when wigs are too big for me. And I've gotten used to them being too big because I have more of an average petite head size. So I do think this is going to fit a wide range of head sizes, but it is running average to slightly average large. Not quite average large, but in that direction. Gosh, I think I blew through everything. These off the cuff reviews are kind of good. I'm giving you what you need to know, but I don't feel they're so formal. And maybe you guys like that. I don't know. I've been trying some different things lately just to mix it up for me. But, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, I really haven't been in my studio lately. I have a whole bunch of videos to edit from my studio, but I've been doing a lot more up here. And it's just nice because then I can get reviews done when I have time, and you guys get the information that you need. So I don't know what you think about it, but it's been kind of fun. I just want to show you, you can do some different things with your wigs. Sometimes just tucking behind your ears and smoothing out a wig changes how it looks completely. Again, this is more on the messy side, so if that's not your jam, that's okay. And then this is her when I pull the bangs down. The bangs are too long for me to wear them with a full bang, but that would be really easy to trim. If you are a full bang person, you can trim those up really easily. I have a video where I show how to use a thinning razor to trim bangs, and on a wig where the bangs already exist, no problem. Super easy to do. Just trying to give you guys all the different looks, all the different ideas of what you can do with this one. I do think she's fun, she's flirty, she's messy, she's casual, she's everyday. You can wear her with clips, with a headband, and I do think you're gonna get a lot of looks out of her. Because of her length, she's not getting a lot of friction on her. You don't have to worry about all of the friction damage that can happen on the ends of heat-friendly synthetics. So I do think this one is gonna last a long time. Lower density, easy to wear. Let's talk about this color, Milky Opal. I was on the fence about this color. This is a really light blonde. I love the color. I can appreciate color even if it's not my preference for color. I love this color. I just don't generally wear blondes a ton, and if I do, it's in the summer, so that's good because this is a great summer piece, I think. But it's a very light blonde with there's a couple of different blonde tones in here. It does have they say it's more of a medium brown root, but this is a very light root. It is rooted, but it's not an in-your-face brown root at all. So for those of you who maybe don't like rooted blondes, but you've kind of resigned yourself that you're going to have to wear them on occasion because there just aren't a lot of unrooted blondes, I would say give this one a try because it is lighter. And this is more of a neutral blonde. It's not warm, yellow, golden. It's none of those things. And the root is also neutral. Sometimes I've seen more neutral blondes and then they've got this warm root and it's not always the best. This is the perfect tone on tone, kind of neutral on neutral. It's not really ashy though because I don't think it looks gray. Personally for me, when a color leans toward ashy, it can look gray in some lighting. I don't really see that on this, which is why I say it's more neutral. I hope my friend Cynthia watches this video. So her channel is Front Porch Wig Chat, and she got BRANN in this color. I had done a video where I just did a kind of a short for all of the launch. I didn't do a full review, and she ended up with BRANN. I know she's really struggling with the blondes because there's so many of them are rooted. I'd really be curious what she really thought of this one. Maybe she'll weigh in if she sees it. Now I am standing in front of a big window with all natural lighting in front of me. I have a window over here, so I do think this is showing pretty true. So let me know what you think. Is a messy style like this for you or not? I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about 𝗏𝗎ki𝗂𝗋𝗂𝖺teЛ. See you soon. Here's Milky, Opal are outside. We'll step into the sun as well. Just wanted to start in the shade. Whenever I can show you a color in multiple lighting, I'm all for it because it helps so much. Direct sunlight is tricky though because it can mute dimension. It can warm up colors that aren't terribly warm. So it is a data point, but you don't look at a color. If you're looking at a wig and you see it in direct sunlight, do not take that as the gospel for what that color is going to look like when you get it, unless you're only ever going to wear it in direct sunlight. But if you're going to wear it indoors, then it's nice to see it indoors. But you should be looking at your wigs in all different lighting before you make a decision whether or not to keep it, because that color will look different. But Milky Opal, she's so beautiful. Hope that helps. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.